First, add an sphere to the scene, change its radius to 46, segments to 9, type to hexagon, add it inside the cloner object. On the cloner object mode, select honeycomb, change the orientation to Y, change the count width to 80, count height to 42, size width to 90, size height to 180. While the cloner object is highlighted, add a plane object here. On the plane object, come to parameters, on check position, check scale. For SX, enter 0.5, Y minus 0.5, and for Z, enter 0.5. Then add a text spline to the scene, enter a text you prefer. Change the align to middle, change the height to something like 3500, change the plane to XZ, zoom out a little bit, come here on asset browser, search for axis, drag and drop geometry axis under text spline. I also changed the font to Roboto for my text, Roboto bold. Hide and unhide cloner object and make sure the cloner object is covering whole text. Save the file for now. I will rename it to HalfTone text v1.1 live. Okay. On the plane object, come to field, drag and drop the text spline into the fields here. Select the text spline, change the spline shape to mask, change the mask fall off to inside, change the mask projection to along Y, add a metaball generator to the scene. For hull value, change it to 410, and subdivision of viewport 220. Put the cloner inside metaball. After a few seconds, the metaball will affect the cloner object, and now you can see the effect in the scene. Save the file, duplicate the cloner outside metaball. On this new cloner, come to effector, delete the plane object that we just added. Come back to object tab, change the count width to 78. Now you have new balls in middle of the first cloner. Select the sphere inside the second cloner, hold and shift and add a cylinder inside it. For the cylinder, change the radius to 47, height segment 1, rotational segment 8. Now drag out the cylinder into the second cloner and delete the sphere. That's good for now. Add the volume builder to the scene, put the volume builder inside volume measure, drag and drop both metaball and second cylinder inside the volume builder. Select the volume builder, change the voxel size to 5, click on OK. Now change the cloner from union to subtract, put the volume measure inside the null, add the smoothing deformer inside this null, and this is smoothing deformer, change the stiffness to 3, change the iteration to 30. Now we have these connections between the balls, and they are smooth, but the problem is that the smoothing deformer and metaball made the outer balls smaller. If you like this effect, there's no problem, but I want the radius of all the spheres to be same size, so I will duplicate the cloner inside the metaball outside the null. On this new cloner, come to effector, delete the plane effector here, and now all the spheres seems to have same size. Add a plane for the background, make it bigger until it covers the whole thing. Add the camera to the scene, add a null to the scene, rename the null to target, add a target tag on this camera, alt 0 on the camera, drag and drop this null as a target object into a target null on the camera, select the camera again, change the type from perspective to orthographic, drag the camera out to see what camera is seeing, come to panel, new view panel here, change the default camera to RS camera, make it bigger. Now on the camera, change the zoom level to see the whole text inside it. That's good, I like it. Save the file. Now let's make the material. Open the material manager, add a new material, change the weight for the base channel to 0. Also for the reflection to 0. Come to emission, change the weight to maximum value. Now we apply this white to the plane, duplicate this material, come down to emission, change the color to black, and apply this black to the null here. Also apply this to the cloner outside the null. And as you can see, our scene is ready. And that was all for this video. Don't forget that the link for a final project file is in the description. You can download and play around with this scene. And if you are new to Scene on 4D and you want to learn how to make a dynamic scene with cloner object and with the help of the rigid body tag, I highly recommend you to watch this video.